has created so many executive orders to pull one out.
To don't like Donald Trump with something that is clearly good, like sponsoring cancer funding. And I'm asking, are you still against cancer funding if it comes with Donald Trump's executive order?
Donald Trump has created a situation where we don't even know all the ramification of his executive orders.
You would be against funding cancer research if it came out of a Donald Trump executive order, is what I'm getting from that. Okay.
That's another disinformation and idiot
That's not disinformation.
response.
That's a clear question, and you just
Trump
have to swirl around it like a weasel.
Trump has signed over 200 executive orders, which I believe may be a record-setting.
Orders he signed, David. I asked whether you were against an executive order that would fund cancer research. Come on.
I'm against the fact that he even issued an executive order. He has taken down the National Institute.
Has used executive orders. Why can't he?
This is my time, as they say on
yes, and
YouTube.
moderators get to interrupt you.
The only reason I interrupted
you is because everything Donald Trump does in your book is bad. So I wanted to see if I could get you to say, you know what? That's not such a bad thing he did. Why I'm against 99.9999999% of the shit that he does. If he decides to fund cancer research, I'm okay with that. That's what I was trying to get. But it appears you can't even give me that.
I believe in funding cancer, but he has put in charge Robert F. Kennedy. He has put in charge Robert F. Kennedy. Marshall, this is my time. If you want to respond, then you can put your time in.
I am putting my time in as a moderator to see if I can get you to show even a modicum of fairness in your assessment of political issues. Because you're the dude on this show who you can always come to for Donald Trump's a terrible person. He's always been a terrible person. He's always going to be a terrible person. In fact, he might even be the devil. Right? You're the person I'm trying to see if I can get the person who never has anything good to say about the dude to go, you know what? That one thing, I might be okay with that. And that's not a bad thing to ask you, David. It's me trying to figure out if you can be level-headed about something like cancer research when it comes to a political figure you obviously don't like. It's not that difficult, and it's not a bad question for me to ask you. It's a totally logical one and a totally fair one.
I answered your question.
No.
Actions of Donald Trump. Listen, I reclaim my time.
Funding cancer research is a good thing, and then you answer Donald Trump doing it is not a good thing. You did not answer whether you would say it's okay for Donald Trump with an executive order to fund cancer research.
So
no, you did not answer that question.
Hold on. I think, Marshall, you made your point. I think the people listening in the audience can determine whether he answered it or not, and let's go on with the rest of David has to say, so I can get to Steve and still catch the train. And folks trying to get on the stage, I can't put any more people on. I have to catch a train. But click on the link above, and you can join the chat on Facebook Messenger. Go ahead.
I just want to say we are facing the destruction, the dissembling of the United States of America government. You do not go into any business, you do not go into any meeting and throw out all the people or all the things.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to. Please don't scroll. I'm just trying.
About to be discussed. There's a way of reforming government by taking a serious look at each department and doing a thorough job of evaluating the mission of the department and whether or not the department is fulfilling that mission and who is not necessary to the fulfillment of the mission. So what Trump is doing is taking apart, bit by bit, the United States government. Putin, Xi, Iran, and the rest of the world, even our allies, know that Trump is forcing a constitutional crisis. Everyone knows that Trump is is incompetent and not able to properly enunciate U.S. foreign policy, U.S. domestic policy. Everything he has done has disrupted the legitimate purpose and the protections of government that every American deserves. You do not fire veterans en masse. You do not take and dismantle departments that service millions and millions of people. Anyone who defends the actions of Donald Trump since his inauguration is doing a disservice to the United States of America and to the world. Our allies are frightened. Even our enemies are delighted with the actions that Trump has taken. There is no debate about that. No debate. Putin and his news agencies and his spokespeople all are gleeful at the actions of Donald Trump, while the allies and the American people are being damaged day after day after day. I've lost $50,000 in the stock market since Donald Trump has become president, because he doesn't know economic policy. He doesn't know what to do, and he's allowing Elon Musk and Steve Bannon and others to and other incompetents to run the United States of America.
Okay, thank you, David.
I am
We're straying a little
Yes.
off the topic here, so thank you. And plus,
He has destroyed the constitutional protections of millions of U.S. citizens. He has taken away our freedoms. You cannot just deport a United States citizen because you don't like his politics. If that were true,
I gotta do some fact
80%
checking.
of the public would be deported for being Trump supportters.
Okay, I
God
want to do a
bless
little
the
fact
United
checking
States
here.
of America.
I want to do a little fact checking here. No U.S. citizens, to my knowledge, have been deported. If you're referring to Khalil, he's a green card holder, but he's not a U.S. citizen. And the other thing is, Musk is a United States citizen. He got his citizenship in 2002, which was the same year that he founded SpaceX. Steve, you get the last word.
Yeah, I think the hubris of the court can be encapsulated with this. This is it. People talk Marbury Madison, and this is Chief Justice John Marshall, one of his quotes from that. Therefore, he continued, it is emphatically the province and duty of the Judicial Department to say what law is. The quote is ambiguous, and the claim very enunciatory and ordered by Madison remains etched above the entrance of the court to this day. The judiciary does not say what law is. They interpret the meaning and intent of the legislative body, but Marshall clearly thinks that the Supreme Court was the arbiter of law, and it shows the overstep of the judiciary starting in 1803. I'm out.
I don't know how one can argue, Steve, that the judge overseeing this current case has exceeded his authority, the district judge, because he hasn't ruled on anything yet. All he did was order a temporary injunction to maintain the status quo in order to hear both parties make their arguments. So I don't think you can make an argument that he overstepped his bounds because he made no decision.
I was just giving a general climate.
I know, but it was in the context of your previous commentary, which was about that judge, right?
Yeah.
Or am I misinterpreting you?
No, Gary, it's a lot deeper conversation, and I know you got a plane or a train to catch, and I won't hold you up anymore. It's a good conversation. I enjoyed it, Gary.
Okay, and I hope you don't think I was being argumentative with you earlier. I was trying to understand your point, and I did not get it.
I know, and I may not have been as clear as I should have been, and if I wasn't, that was on me, not on you, Gary.
It could have been me not interpreting it properly. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time. So until 5 p.m. New York time tomorrow for the next edition of the Critical Thinking Forum. Everybody be safe, be well, and peace out.